All right, so welcome back again, and this is Football Pitch Fans. And as you all know how we do here, we actually talk about matters regarding football. We dissect, football analysis, and talk about everything football. And on today's, show Inside the Pitch, we definitely have two Chelsea fans, and here we're going to talk about the Chelsea preview against Leicester City. And here by my left in the studio, I have
Ice Cowboy Palmer.
See Palmer, and here by my right, I have
Bishop.
All right, so that is Chelsea Bishop. All right. So looking at this game right now, we definitely want to know how Chelsea fans are actually feeling with the exploits Enzo Maresca has been doing in the club, and with the momentum gathered. Pedro Neto seems to still be blazing hot even in international duties, and we see the boys back and everywhere buzzing. Let me hear how all Chelsea fans right now is feeling about this game against Leicester.
Well, Chelsea fans all over the world, I'm sure, were very confident, for the game against Leicester City. But although we can see that our players are performing in the international duty, we see the likes of Madueke giving assists, so the likes of Pedro Neto, fire, blazing hot for Portugal, But then, for my midfield, there's an issue in the midfield because we have the likes of Romulavia with hamstring, and Caicedo and Enzo is not expected till 48 hours to the match. That's on Thursday. So that's another issue to be treated.
Oh, okay.
But aside that, we are hopeful, we are confident, our players are fired, they are blazing hot, our attacking force can still fall down London Bridge. So we are confident.
Okay, so Bishop, I want to ask you, how confident are you with the play style of Enzo Maresca going into this game? The likes of Leicester City, people have made them. In 5 games right now, Chelsea have managed to clinch 4 wins and managed to have 1 draw. So definitely 100% record against this Leicester City side. And don't forget that this Leicester City actually went to Arsenal, and Arsenal actually left it late to actually defeat them. So right now it's going to be a tough game. Owing to the fact they're definitely coming out from relegation, from the relegated team championship now to EPL. So how are you confident that with this performance that you've seen Chelsea perform, and the way Enzo Maresca is actually playing, his style of play can actually demolish and get the job done against this Leicester side?
Okay, like he rightly said, the jet lag is going to cause some problems because I don't think that Caicedo is going to start, and if he's going to start, he's going to show that he's jet lagged. But other than that, I think the players will give their all. I expect Drisby Hall, since he's going to be called, I expect him to do well, to show why he should be starting Drisby Hall, because he's a player that we bought for a substantial amount of money. So I believe he's going to be called, and then he should show himself to his former club. And the Maresca, I know Italian coaches to be stubborn, but I don't know why he's still using Madueke. I don't. Madueke is not supposed to be. After the hat-trick, we've seen how he's playing. That's why when he said Madueke game, if you watch the game against England, you see what he did now. He did not do anything other than the assist.
But that's one of the components of the game.
No. There were chances that he could have actually converted. You don't get 5 chances and then you convert 1 and then we start clapping for you. No, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
We're not expecting you to be very consistent, but at least be consistent to an extent. He should not start Madueke over Pedro Neto. The experiment is over.
He should.
But don't you think sometimes it's down to tactics? Because definitely, if you leave all your good players, on the field of play, when you want to make subs, who are you going to bring on? Who are you going to look at when it seems that you are being contained with the style of play you're having right now?
With Chelsea now, there is no limit. Do you know that Nkunku is not playing?
Yes, but that's not his position.
No, you can actually you can tweak it. That's why it's called the formation now. You can tweak it. Nkunku can play as a 10, Nkunku can play as a winger, Nkunku can play as a striker. And now Jadon Sancho is back from his injury. So they are players. We have them enough. So no need to hold Madueke on our toes.
Yes, definitely. I actually hope to the fast. Arsenal fan actually said that this is the last we are seeing, Madueke on a hat-trick because it seems more like a fluke. But Chelsea fan didn't, that didn't go well with them, when he says stuff like that. So moving forward right now, we've definitely seen how the games have gone, and Madueke performance actually dropped, after that hat-trick, right? So I want you to tell me how do you feel Chelsea's definitely going to line up, in this game? What's your expected, lineup you want Enzo Maresca to actually line up in this game with?
Well, I want Madueke to be taken to the bench. Like, capital letter, bench. That's where that guy should be, because he was shitty our last match, and then he was sub and went straight to the tunnel. Attitude.
You said he went to toilet.
You can tell that to a baby.
He said
a child.
Came out. No, he went to the toilet.
He should go and tell that to a child. We
That
saw the
was
way
because he saw the media hype.
he angrily left the pitch.
So.
You could see the way he even shook the hands of Mudryk. He was angry. He was he angrily left the pitch. You were shitty. You were subbed off, and you left with an attitude. Why?
If you check my recent videos or our recent podcast, which we actually had on Chelsea and performance of Madueke, I told you the fact that I don't like Madueke. I can't lie for you. I don't like him because he's someone who's actually lazy. His work ethics are, not, something to actually hold of high esteem with.
His attitude is too much for his playing stars. Yeah, he has too much attitude for
he's the
his kind
fashionista of
player.
Chelsea. He's the most fashionable player there in Chelsea.
This is football. This is not fashion. We're not telling you to come and style jerseys here or come and style clothes here. This is come and play football. Yeah, and then one other thing that Maresca has been doing that has not been sitting well with me is the pair of Caicedo and Lavia. That should not be your starting midfield pair, because this is the game. The pair of Caicedo and Lavia is a defensive pair. And then with that pair, we create lower chances.
But I think it's not all games. It's not all games you actually see him do that.
Yeah, we defend more with Lavia and Caicedo. But with Enzo and Caicedo, we create more chances. So it should be starting Enzo and Caicedo. Then maybe Lavia will come from the bench, maybe after you've scored or you have won the match, to come and lock up the defense. You understand? Not that if you notice now, Chelsea will wait to score first, then we are struggling to equalize and take over the game, which is not sitting well with me. We need to rush this game. Put this force, attack, score these goals, get these goals. Give them 10-0, save, then defend.
I like the ginger because we've not seen the likes like this, last season coming from a Chelsea fan, right? So it shows improvement.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
Yeah, it does. It shows a lot of improvement. Chelsea have improved a lot. But he said about Caicedo and I understand. It brings the physicality, and you don't say that he should drop Lavia and then start with Enzo. You just say the coach should try and find the balance.
Yes.
Just
maybe some matches where he can find the balance. If it's
possible for Enzo and Caicedo to play together and then he gets his results, no problems. But we also need to, because attack wins you games, defense wins you league. We don't.
But it don't sit well with Arsenal. You can't say this to an Arsenal fan right now and you smile with you, because Arsenal is more on defensive right now, and we've seen what's happening. No creativity. Once you start the ball everywhere, no creativity in the middle. Everywhere is locked down.
The only creative player in Arsenal was injured, and that's why they suffered.
Yeah, that's why they started playing defensively.
That was why. No, they were even playing defensively. Last season they were one of the best defensive sides.
No. Not. When you're talking about defensive side, it's wrong. You can talk about having the best defenders, because Arsenal definitely, apart from Chelsea, Arsenal ranks third when it comes to creating chances. Arsenal plays more fleet football this season. Check how many chances it dropped. The GTA for chances created actually dropped. So they have good defensive side, which is the likes of Saliba and Gabriel. But they were not defensive as a team. Last season, they were more explosive. They expressed themselves, created chances. But this season, Saka receives less of the ball. Martinelli too received less of the ball. And right now, we've seen them suffer, because once they concede, it's very, very difficult right now for them to actually come off from that game. Okay, let me hear you, Bishop. What is your expected lineup briefly before we actually conclude on the show?
I'm not happy with De Sanchez, but I know he's going to start with De Sanchez. And then as a centre back, I think Levi Colwill has earned his place. And then the other centre back, anybody other than Dizazi and Badeshil is fine by me. And then in the left back, Cucurella. Right back, you start with James. This experiment of allowing Gusto to come and play 10 for us. It's somewhat, I don't understand his goal, but Chelsea are suffering with that kind of play. I know he wants to choke the midfield.
You mean Gusto? Okay.
Because if he's playing Gusto always comes in, like if they are playing, Gusto comes in the 10th position. So, but I would want Rhys James as.
But don't you? Right, but don't you think most times when you see this substitution he make, Gusto starting and James actually in the bench, most of these decisions are tacticals. Because if you check those matches he does this, substitution, it's about against good team, good side that have this tactical play. This is actually a new coach. He's coming in. This is his first season and he's even doing well. So I feel like experiment has to be done, and he's doing this tactical change in these matches that definitely requires tactics. The likes of Liverpool, likes of Arsenal, likes of Man U, I would say. This way you actually see, and it actually paid off.
No, there were games Chelsea would have won this season.
Exactly.
Like
Game management.
Crystal Palace 1-1. They were supposed to win that game. Nottingham Forest 1-1. They were supposed to win that game. Manchester United 1-1. They were
because of
supposed
the
to
game
win.
management.
You want to drop points. You drop point to like the Man City that Chelsea drop point. I was not very angry. To an extent.
Not Man City, Man U, right?
We lost to Manchester City.
Yeah,
we lost to Liverpool. Those games, I'm not very, very angry about it. To an extent, but not dropping point against Nottingham Forest. This was actually what cost.
But this Nottingham Forest side is actually strong this season. Let's not do the fact they went to Anfield, a place Chelsea cannot even go to defeat Liverpool. They went to Anfield and actually took the maximum points from them.
No doubt about it. But if you watch the Nottingham Forest Liverpool and then you watch the Chelsea Nottingham Forest, you will see that Chelsea had the chances. The Nottingham Forest players did not sit so deep against Chelsea like they sat so deep against Liverpool. They sat deep quite alright, but not the way they attacked Chelsea.
But do you know whether it's the reason why they had that draw with Chelsea? Because they didn't.
For them to have that kind of confidence,
they even scored first. When they scored, it was obvious that we were going to draw the match because it was obvious we were going to score. So it was game management that made us to draw that game against Nottingham Forest.
Okay, so concluding what you're saying, so definitely Jackson at number 9, right?
Yeah, because he's actually improved this season. I think as a striker, he ranked number 1 in the assist this season yet. As a striker, his dribbling, it's just his finishing.
Which is one of the primary goals of a striker.
Just increases because the guy, he's very raw. He times his run perfectly. He's rarely offside. I just pray Leicester City play high line.
Okay. So that's it right now. Prayers right now for Chelsea to see how Leicester City will actually line up. So what do you think this game is going to end with? Is going to suit you? You're going to like it if this game actually ends in this scoreline. So what's your predicted scoreline?
My predicted scoreline will be according to the line of my coach.
What are you saying, man?
It should be according to the line of my coach. My coach brings out.
Okay, going with your lineup in your head right now, going with everything you've seen.
Okay.
What do you think the game will end?
With the lineup in my head, 4-0.
4-0. 4-0.
Yes.
So you're not conceding in that game?
Concede to who?
Vardy.
Vahu.
Ndidi.
Vardy. See.
Are you?
You know, are you sure we don't need to get sticks for those men? Those guys should be growing white beards, yeah? Come, my boys will stress the hell out. You see those that are weak legs, they will straighten it.
Okay. So what about you?
What his confidence? There's something he doesn't know. Chelsea players are jet lag. The ones that are key players, they are jet lag. Is an early kickoff, a 1:30 game. You don't just, and you're going away. You don't just say 4-0. Me, I don't see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet.
Okay.
But I expect them to win by 2-1.
2-1. I like how realistic you are. It's more like 4-0, but everything is actually can be achievable in the world of football.
Yeah.
So it depends. So, and that is enough reason for you to actually stick on to our page to actually see the fan review after this game coming up. Leicester City versus Chelsea. Let's see how actually that game goes, owing to the fact that the fans are actually feeling so boisterous on the performances Chelsea have actually had previously. He hoped that Chelsea to finish 2-1, and definitely he hoped that Chelsea will end that game 4-0, and all our hearts go to all Chelsea fans. And please do stick around on our page to actually see our fan review, to actually see how this game goes. Thank you so much for watching. And here in the studio, I have with me
Ice Cowboy Palmer.
Everyone right now imitating Palmer. what a good thing to see. The young boy is actually leaving his mark on Chelsea. And there in the studio on my right, I have
Bishop.
Bishop. And that is where we're actually drawing this curtain. And thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe on our page and see more of our reviews on Arsenal and also for Manchester United, which are actually posted on our platform. And thank you so much for sticking around with us. And in case you want to be part of our conversation, we actually have what we call, call-in section where we actually call football lovers anywhere you are to actually talk your mind and discuss matter regarding football with us. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next one.